Hello, Collie. Hello, Alex. How's everyone doing? Just getting set up here still. Was struggling to locate my background cloth that I put on my desk. Only held me up a little bit, it's fine. What do I need for this spirit? Prepare your ingredients. Start early to have lunches ready on time. Oh, do I need this specific spirit? Is that why? That would make sense. Hang on. I like this little Bunnicula guy. He feels Halloween. There we go. Hi, Zephyr. Oh no, you're tired? Gotta go make your lunch? Hell yeah, Mambo. We're gonna have our ad play in just a minute here. About 30 more seconds, and then we'll get going. You only had a 3-hour nap? Oof. It's rough when it's like that. Not the band kid drama, Alex. Oh, I'm glad it fixed itself for you, Tabby. Scarlet, thank you so much for the subscription.
Scarlet Quill 13 just subscribed for 2 months. Hi. Got off work just in time.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh, that's rude. I have always found sight reading super difficult. I do better playing by ear than I do reading sheet music, so... Okay, here comes Adele.
Gusto for the Shark just subscribed with Prime.
Gustifer, thank you so much for that Prime. I really appreciate it. I'll, thank you again when we're back from the ad break here. Make sure you can hear me. Oh my goodness, greetings from Brazil. Welcome in. Okay, welcome back from Adele, everyone. In case y'all couldn't hear me during your ad break, thank you so much to Gustifer for that Prime subscription. I really appreciate it. And welcome in, tell me if I'm saying this right. Is it Cahelin from Brazil? Glass Musical House. I did band briefly when I was in high school. Well, I guess, no, middle school. Sorry, that's what it was. I was like, I don't think I did it in high school. Yeah, it was when I was in middle school. I was in orchestra. I played the French horn. And I remember we were doing, what do they call it? Competition or whatever. And there was a section where we had to do sight reading. And we had like 15 minutes to do sight reading or something for this brand new piece of music, and then we had to play it. Nightmarish. So awful. Okay, let's get going, y'all. Don't forget, if you have a specific goal for the day, you can, your name is Jacqueline? Absolutely. If you have a specific goal for the day, you can add it to the Spirit City tracker just by redeeming that with 1 channel point. We'll keep each other accountable today. You can see I've updated my hook since the last time I streamed. It's looking very cocoon-esque here. For so much of this project, it was not bothering me to crochet with the little metal hook, but I think my grip has changed and I've started choking up on it and holding it tighter with my pinky finger. I feel like I've just gotten more comfortable with it. And so it was starting to like cramp up right here specifically, so I did finally make it a bit more ergonomic for myself. Okay, Tabby Cat. You got 8 boxes to put away. Let's go over here and add goals. Okay, Mambo's finishing the cardigan border. Oh. Let me type, please. Okay. Oh, okay. Alessian. Not the yaoi watching. Two are unpacked and stacked on the desk already. Okay. Are we doing a spooky stream tomorrow? We can if we can determine what that would mean for us. I'm certainly open to doing something special for Halloween. Y'all just gotta let me know what that would mean in the context of what we're normally doing. You meant it in jest? I'm serious. Every day is spooky when you have anxiety. Oh, you're going as John Sims from the Magnus Archives? That's gonna be fun. You can do it. Just bite the bullet. I feel like it's always worse before you start, and then you get going and you're like, that's not even a big deal. Marinating your chicken. Very exciting. I always do, so corn, spelled Q-U-O-R-N. Oh, we got Zephyr to add here as well. Yeah, emphasis on the sleep, Zephyr. But Corn is a brand that makes a meat substitute that I really enjoy. And they have one that's a roast. So every year for the holidays, I like to do, if I can get my hands on it, I've been having a harder time finding it lately, a marinade with like apple cider. It's so good. Kids in your chem class have started saying carbon nitrogen instead of 6-7. You know what? Honestly, I feel like that's a step in the right direction, because at least there's something interesting happening there, in the sense that like carbon nitrogen is not just like, oh, I'm saying a silly word. There's nothing to get about the 6-7 thing. It's basically like a vocal stem going mainstream, so it doesn't mean anything. It's like there was something that somebody said 6-7 one time and was doing this, and people are just quoting it. That's all it is. So it's not even like, it's not like a pun, it's not like a funny joke. Like, usually for me, my vocal stems are like, they feel like an inside joke somehow, or some kind of like situationally interesting thing. That's the thing about the 6-7 thing, is just like, it's not interesting actually. So at least saying carbon nitrogen is like kind of an interesting take on it. Not, oh my god. Okay, well, no, okay. Look at it this way though. If the 36-year-olds are doing it, I say it as a 32-year-old, you know, I am also the adult here. Then that means that it is dying. Because as soon as the old people start doing it, it's not cool anymore. So if you hate something, if you hate a meme, if you hate what the kids are saying, just start saying it too, and then it won't be cool anymore and they'll stop. My vocal stem has become, do you know why you're scared when you're alone? Because you're watching The Sixth Sense? Hell yeah. That's a pretty good one. The 6-7 thing honestly reminds me of, there was this old commercial, god, I don't even know what it was for, but there was a part where somebody was like throwing a balled up piece of paper in the trash, and this random basketball player comes out of nowhere and like knocks the piece of paper away and goes, not today. And that's been my vocal stem, one of my favorite vocal stems for so long. Why does that remind me of the 6-7 thing? I don't know. I think they might both be sports related somehow. I'm not entirely sure. You know exactly what I'm talking about? Yes, it's iconic. It reminds you of 21. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Oh no, is it a Vine thing? Oh. Right, that thing. That's a Vine thing, right? I remember that happening, but I was like not actually like present for it. Yeah, titty biscuits is a fun thing to say in front of the uninitiated. It's like me having to go into work back when I used to, you know, actually work in a group environment for another person, and every time something triggered the echolalia, just having to sit there and like hold my breath and like, oh, just let it pass, they won't understand, and it won't be funny or interesting if you have to explain it. You and your friends triggering each other's vocal sims because it comes from the same source, yeah. Oh, that's great when you're in an environment, Scarlett, where everybody just gets it. There's nothing funnier to me. It's not really funny. It's actually like depressing. But just being in a situation where people are like, "Oh, you seem so cool. Let's hang out." And I'm like, "You have no idea what I'm like." I'm trying to think of what a good thing to do for Halloween would be legitimately, though. I've been thinking about this. I'm like, do we say, fuck the legitimacy of the VOD and play copyrighted Halloween music while I crochet? Do we do something that's not crocheting? Like play a spooky game or something? I've been thinking about like, is there a way that I can do like trick or treat for y'all or something? Spooky game or pumpkin crochet along? That's a good idea. I could make something that's specifically Halloween-y. You have a lot of vocal stems from a German podcast about Harry Potter. Now that's fucking niche. Yeah, I'm all the time having to explain why something has, like, triggered a reference to, beach too sandy, water too wet. Like, I sometimes forget that my wife does not also listen to it, and so I'll be like, it's that thing, and they're just like, what are you talking about? And then I have to go on a 20-minute spiel explaining why this super specific set of events made this offhand comment funny. It's nice to have someone that gets you, you know? Let's see. Do I not have the green that I need over here? That's strange. Yeah, it's all the way back there. Well, I guess I'll bring it over, because if I can even find it. Is it this one? There we go. How long is this? I'll make a new one. That's annoying me. I have some scrap that I need to use anyway. How do you meet queer people that don't smoke or vape or in their 20s? And are in their 20s? Well, I would say it depends on where you live. But I would look into, like, queer businesses in your area, queer organizations and things like that. Depending on where you live, you may have more success than other places, but I feel like living in Portland, or not in Portland, but near Portland, has really shown me how to find queer community, and part of the reason for that is just because there's so much of it here. But yeah, I feel like you gotta find like a quest stub, and then from there it spirals out into finding more and more little pockets of like queer people to talk to. You have 2 coworkers that also know it? That's amazing. The tacos and sushi and antidepressant song. Yeah, it's really hard when it's like a small town area, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you might surprise yourself. Like sometimes the community is there, just nothing's necessarily been done to like bring it together before in a way that people like are inclined to participate in, you know? And like, you know, local businesses, if there are any where you are, you know, even smaller towns tend to have something. They may be willing to work with you to host like meetups or something. It's like if you build it, they will come, right? Oh hell yeah, Alessian, get that money. Like when I lived in Massachusetts, I was really bummed because I didn't know of any organizations like for trans people in Massachusetts, which was, I don't know, it seems weird to me that like in Massachusetts I wouldn't be able to find anything. Everything that I found was specifically for either trans youth or parents of trans people, which is so like we're gonna support the parents but not the actual trans people. I don't know, it kind of makes it sound like parenting a trans person is harder than being a trans person. I don't know. Not that it's anyone's fault, you know, the existence of one group does not mean, you know, another group hasn't been made. Like obviously I don't want somebody who's just a parent deciding what a group that is for trans people should be, but when we moved out here, it was really eye-opening for me to see like how community groups are built and like how sometimes when you're seeing that lack, it's really up to you to step up and decide that you want this thing to exist. Like, and you know, sometimes it's a bummer because not everybody has the energy to do that. It does take a lot, but like, you know, just being willing to like help out with the establishing of something like that. Just because it doesn't exist doesn't mean it it will never exist. Like you can have an impact on that kind of thing. Your mom crying at your autism assessment energy, yeah, it's God. As though all of a sudden you're autistic. Like, no, cry because you're relieved that you now have a better understanding of how your child's brain works. Your mom was relieved when you got your ADHD diagnosis? Yeah, I could, like, understand that for sure, because it's all of a sudden you have this framework to utilize to understand how to make the world easier for your child. Like, I don't know. It feels like crying over something like that feels like you were hoping that the answer would be no, so you could go back to, like, ignoring the problem or something, or, like, blaming it on your child just, like, not trying hard enough or something. Like, it doesn't feel like you actually wanted, like, a real answer or solution. I don't know. It's very, I don't know, centering yourself in somebody else's journey type situation. She asked, you asked her what you were like as a kid, and she said smiley, but everything had to be just so. Makes sense. Your family used to tease you for being random, but after your ADHD diagnosis, they stopped because they understood why. Yeah. You were never autistic as a little kid. You didn't do all of these super autistic things. Yeah, it's like, it's not like it just started just now because the doctor said so. Like, it's been happening, y'all. Why is it suddenly a big deal to you? Or like parents who withhold the diagnosis because they're like, oh, I don't want you to, like, get bullied or something, as though the diagnosis is what makes people bully you. Way too much Tylenol. Yep, that's that darn Tylenol. Love that we found yet another way to shame mothers and parents for things that have nothing to fucking do, well, probably do have a lot to do with them, but not in that way. Yeah, the piece of paper is magic indeed. Yes, it summons the autism. Yeah, didn't you know that if nobody ever got diagnosed, then autism wouldn't exist anymore? You wrote autistic on a piece of paper and nothing changed? Sorry, it doesn't go backwards. Not unless you hire an Etsy witch. You can have your TV volume above 5 now. TV volume is so hard because it's like, I can't stand it if there's noises that are too loud, but then also I can't hear what anybody is saying. And it's so hard for people to get the sound mixing right for some reason. So it's always like the explosion is at like 1,000% noise, and then the conversation is at like volume 2. I guess they're going for realism. I don't know. Subtitles are absolutely a must. Yeah, crocheting while reading subtitles is pretty crazy. Your mom gets mad after you play on the big TV in the living room because you crank the volume way down? I mean, that's better than cranking it way up. There's nothing worse than when you turn the TV on, like, for the first time, and you get blasted across the room. Your TV doesn't have numbers for the volume? That doesn't make any sense. Bring back Lord of the Rings logic for so much, honestly. Just bring back Lord of the Rings. When you start watching, it's a surprise. Where's the light coming from? Same place as the music. I know, we got so, like, directors got so caught up in the, like, Dark Knight logic of, like, everything must be as dark and gritty as possible. Batman, but make it realistic. I'm like, excuse you? Batman is camp, okay? There's a reason that the greatest Batman, I'm gonna forget his name. I got the last name. Is it? Hang on. 1 second. 1 second. Adam. I don't even need to search it. I got it. I got it. Adam West. Adam West is the best Batman. But the best movie Batman, correct, is Michael Keaton. I think I need, let's see here. Just bring in a little bit more for this bit here. No, I don't want to bring that all the way across. It's so awkward. You've never watched any of the Batmans or Supermans or Iron Mans? It's been a long time since I felt inclined to watch a superhero movie, to be honest. But I have seen... I believe I've seen every Batman movie up to The Dark Knight Rises. Is that the one with Bane? I didn't watch anything after that because, for one thing, I lost interest, but for another thing, there was a specific thing that you may remember that happened when that movie came out in theaters that made me not want to go to a theater for a long time. We're not going to get into that, but I've seen all of the old Batman movies, so I have opinions about them. That was like a whole phase of my life where I was like, I'm just gonna be really into Batman for a minute. You have an unhealthy obsession with the Harley Quinn animated series? Valid. I love that they bring in the shark guy. Another awkward little bit here. Don't have quite enough thread for this. Yeah, I think Haunting of Hill House is perhaps what they're referring to, indeed. I mean, Haunted Mansion, also valid pick. Oh, Haunted Hotel. I do know what you're talking about. That's the one... I saw some clips of that. It's like there's a kid that's like possessed by a demon or something. Yeah. All of these shows coming out that like I've never even heard of, and then I see a random TikTok pop up and it's like, oh yeah, there's this cartoon that has like 11 seasons. And I'm like, where did this come from? That's how you got into all of your shows. It's never like a normal thing though. Like, it's not like I see a TikTok where somebody's like, oh, you should go watch this show, it's totally good. It's some random thing where people are like, oh my gosh, y'all are so weird the way that you talk about this character on this show. Like, that's literally... And then I have to go be like, what even is that? What character from what show? What are you talking about? It's just discourse as an advertising tool. Do I know the Muffin Man, the naked dwarf calendar they gave Peter Jackson? When you put it like that, it sounds so crazy. I didn't know they made a calendar about it. I do know about the stuffing that the dwarves wear in that movie, yes. Apparently Thorin started it, of course. As is his right. They wanted to make more copies, but they said no, it's just Peter's. Yeah, as it should be. Hi, Ezzy, welcome in. Yeah, that's an heirloom right there. Wall in December. Is that your favorite? Are we hype about the new Animal Crossing update? I am not as hype as I want to be, I'll be honest. I'm like, kinda. I don't know. I wish that they had done this so long ago. Because of how long it's been since I've been, like, able to maintain focus on Animal Crossing. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I get back into it. Maybe not. Since I'm starting up this new Stardew Valley playthrough, I probably am not really going to be thinking about that much about Animal Crossing now. I don't know. I just feel like I've moved on. More hyped about... Yes, the Pokemon Animal Crossing game. See? Yeah, it's been so long. I'm like, if you had done this forever ago... And it's so funny, too, because some of the elements feel like, oh, good, you're finally finishing the game. And some of the elements feel like, oh, I mean, that's interesting, but also, like, a really random choice. Like, I don't know. I'm a little bit peeved. I'm a little bit peeved about them introducing another currency type. I'm like, just give me more fucking Nook Miles tickets, please. I also think it's really funny that, like, the free update is basically a free version of the DLC, like Island Designer. I guess it's not as much because you don't have the, like, whole outdoor element of, like, the house, and, like, I guess the hotel room is a different vibe. I don't know. But I just think it's really interesting for them to be, like, putting that same concept into the main game now. But I don't know, maybe it's been long enough that it's fine. The amiibo stuff does sound really cool, though. I like that they have new villagers specific to the amiibo. I think they're really cute. What do you mean by Nuzlocke? Sorry for being old. Maybe that's more of a sorry for not knowing anything about Pokemon. You're hungry but food not ready? Oh, that's the worst. I literally walked into my kitchen last night, like, I should make some food before I go lay down. And then everything was messy, so I just looked at it and then I said, no, I'm just gonna go lay down. Nuzlocke is where you have set catching rules. Oh, so like Pokemon on Nightmare mode. You perma your Pokemon. Are you doing a playthrough of the new game like that? Like, is this your first playthrough, or are you doing like a secondary playthrough like that? You have to do an assignment that's literally 50 slides about different genocides across the world. That's crazy. I mean, rough topic, but honestly, I would love to see that when you're done. Like, rough topic, but good on your teacher for having you guys be informed about that stuff. Your starter had just evolved and then was one shot. Oh, Pokemon Sword. It's a fun way to keep it fresh. Finally caught a stream. Welcome in, Tree Sanctuary. Happy to have you. It's supposed to make you more sensitive to the world. I mean, I think it's good to be informed. Oh, the fact that it's due on Halloween. I don't know. Maybe not like all of them at once. I don't know. Maybe breaking it up. 50 is a lot. Seems like something that you could cover, but like over time, but I just generally wish more people were educated on it. Myself included. Like you said, there's 50 different ones that you're looking at. It's a lot. Wow, 100 slides is a lot of slides for a presentation. Thank you, Nightbot. Or are you saying, are you saying it's 25 broken up over 50 slides? 50 slides, 25 minutes. I mean, still. That kind of seems like the type of thing that it would be nice if it was broken up like across all of the students in the class and you had to do presentations on each one of them so you got a bit more in-depth information about them. Because I get the point of covering like what human rights violations are happening, but I also think it's important to look at like the history behind like why these things are happening and like who's responsible for, you know, perpetuating these actions. Sky falling from the heavens, welcome in. Yeah, you know, we bounce around topics. But I'm sure we'll be on to something else before you even know it. Yeah, maybe not taking jabs at everyone involved is a good idea. Cults are a popular topic in here, it's true. A spirit with the worst timing ever, always. Let's see what we got for that. Who looks like they have bad timing? I have a thought. I'm seeing if there's anybody else who looks like they'd be better suited. But I'm feeling like this guy. This guy is giving serious bad timing vibes. Oh, that's pretty. I feel like it's gotta be the clownfish, though. Forever surprised? Yeah. I feel like I want to change the location in that case. Let's go over here to the table. Get giant oops eyes, precisely. You're knitting a 3-color cardigan? Hell yeah. Oh, you're converting the knit, you're converting the crochet pattern into a knitting pattern. Bold move. There's a lesbian ex-cult satire series on Instagram. That's a sentence right there. Little fish wants the muffin. You've been meaning to watch The Righteous Gemstones? Yeah, as soon as I discovered that there's queer content, I'm like, oh, maybe I do actually care about watching this. You didn't even know that? Sorry for spoilers, but yeah, there's some gay shit that happens, so congratulations, you have that to look forward to. It's like, when R flag means death comes out, isn't it a spoiler or an incentive, right? I feel like for me, it's an incentive for sure. I'm like, I need to know that going in. I need to know if I'm, like, actually being queer-baited or if they're legitimately going to follow through on the subtext that they're laying out. If it ain't gay, I don't want it for real. For real. I'm, like, I really don't read very many books anymore that have, like, straight main characters, because I'm just, like, not... I'm, like, bored. It needs to be gay, or I just don't care. But yeah, it's like when Our Flag Means Death came out, like, I knew going into it that it was gonna end up being queer, and I was still, like, biting my nails on the edge of my seat by the end of the first season. Like, are they really gonna do it for real, though? Like, for real, or is this happening? They're really not fucking with me right now? Trauma. You've only voluntarily read Percy Jackson and AO3 for the past couple years? Valid choice. Yeah, exactly. Why go back? I have so many books on my shelf to read. And so many of them are gay. Ooh, cheesy bulldog rice. Hell yeah, that sounds good. I can't have that. Oh, I miss cheese. It's like me the other night. Like, oh, we should order Taco Bell, and then I remembered. Yes. So many fandoms and all of them can be made gay if you want them to be gay. That's precisely. There's gay fan fiction of Jesus from the Bible. Oh, absolutely. I have a book. Well, it's not Jesus. It's Judas, actually. Jesus was bi? Well, yeah, so he can be in a gay relationship. That's still bi. Now, if you're trying to say that he was poly. What's the book? Do you remember off the top of your head, honey? Otherwise, I'll go grab it. Thank you. It's, Judas and Lucifer. It has a couple of tropes that aren't my favorite thing ever, but it was a fun read. Okay, we got more book recs. For Fluffy, Sapphic, Urban Fantasy, A Sheep in Wolf's Clothing. And then Embers and Sparks comes out in November. That's awesome. Thank you, Sugar-Coated Addict. Accident. Ah! Sorry. Accident. See? I'm on theme. Everyone who thinks that being gay is a choice is bi because they see it as an option. I think everyone who sees being gay as a choice needs to question why they don't value people making choices for themselves. You know? What's so wrong with it if it is a choice? Why is that a bad thing if people choose it? I mean, not saying that it is, but like, why would it matter? Oh yes, absolutely, Zephyr. Let me get you. Oh yeah, Heartstopper's very cute. There you are. Yeah, when did you choose to be straight? Precisely. You have Boyfriends, another graphic novel. Have y'all read, Check Please? That one's cute. Some hockey romance for your hockey romance. And then, one of my favorites also, Long Exposure. Okay, here's Adele. Speaking of the gay arts, sounds like a class. Okay, ad break is finished, thank God. You watched a horror movie in theaters recently that had gay undertones? What, I need to know what it was, Scarlett. The Long Walk? Really? Interesting. I keep seeing, like, people talking about The Long Walk on social media and stuff. It's like, I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I think y'all have convinced me to try this movie. Okay. We've got finished checkpoint 2 and checkpoint 3 Canva files for Yezi. Oh, don't watch if you have issues with gore? That's a good warning. Oh, your friend wants to watch I Saw the TV Glow? Well, bring tissues. I haven't seen it, but I've heard so many things. Is their TV glowing? A good question. Most of your friends' TVs? Yeah. We find each other, you know? Oh, Saint of Heartbreak. Yes, that sounds correct. Oh, you started Sixth Sense but didn't get to finish it? Good movie. The Locked in Silence? Yeah. Trying to navigate all these different little color changes through here. Sometimes it's not even the, like, I have to focus on which color comes next. It's just like I have to really focus my eyes so I can get my fingers to select the correct thread. They can be hard to fish out sometimes. Grab it. This bobbin here is getting so beat up. I'm gonna grab a plastic one and trade it out. Your neighbors had a pest control van today for your sister? Right. You keep expecting to see googly eyes on the crochet handle. Mummy for Halloween it's a good costume. You know, I would do it if not for the fact that the Sharpie would probably come off on my hand. And also googly eyes would probably get knocked off, but I would put little Sharpie eyes on there, but it would definitely get all over my hand. I keep thinking about it like it's like a silkworm cocoon or something. It's very cocoon-esque. Could probably crochet like a little cozy or something for it if I wanted to. Like to go over the interior stuffing or something. Little hook hats, that's so cute. I have never been that big of a fan of Rice Krispie treats in my life. Like, they're fine, but it never would have been like my go-to before. But since my gallbladder issues have been happening, that's like 50% of what I'm eating is Rice Krispie treats. It's like sustaining myself because they have just enough of a little bit of like a buttery kind of a flavor to them that I'm like getting at least a little bit of satisfaction out of them. And it's not the most sugary thing that I could be eating. So that's like a positive. But it's just Rice Krispie treats and chai lattes. This is my whole life right now. We're going to be getting up to the fountain soon. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, if I'm good and I stay on track and I do 5 rows this week and 5 rows next week, then the week after that, I'll be at the fountain, which is cool. So still a ways to go, but getting close. Sleepy Zephyr? Well, can you take a nap? Do you have to be awake right now? Oh, trying to fix your sleep schedule. That's a rough one. Well, you can do it. It's 8:30 here, so you can go to bed soon. You've almost got it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I regularly have to do that. I guess I don't have to. Sometimes I just let it be, but then I have things like this in my week where I do actually have to be awake at a specific time, so I kind of do have to fix it. Wash dishes? Hell yeah. It's a daunting task. Can you Yeah, since you have school, you gotta have a sleep schedule, but over the summer you just kind of do whatever. Yeah, that's kind of how my life is right now. Oh, you gotta go. Have a great day, Scarlett. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Hi, welcome in, Shay. Oh yes, good thinking, honey. Yes, fill the media channel with queer book recommendations. What are everyone's Halloween plans? Is anybody going to any parties or anything? Allow me to live vicariously through you. You have to work? Boo. I would imagine there's probably some stuff spilling over into this weekend. Dressing up for trick-or-treaters? That'll be fun. Do you actually get trick-or-treaters? That's nice. Yeah, be careful with the AI overview though. That shit is wrong a lot of the time. You have an appointment tomorrow afternoon? Oh. Hell yeah. Trick-or-treating in 6 Cents. Oh, you'll be doing your makeup because you work at Sephora? That's really fun. Hey Mel, welcome in. Your first real Halloween party? That sounds amazing. Just a small thing? Hell yeah. I feel like I need to watch some movies tomorrow or something. Or tonight even. Because Critical Role is not happening tonight. At least not the main campaign, so... I got some rainbow sherbet and some sparkling cider, and I really want to make punch with it. Oh, I should have thought about what I was going to do for movie snacks. Because I can't have popcorn unless I get, like, plain popcorn, but we don't have that anyway. Spaghetti? Mmm, that sounds good. I made soup earlier. 'Tis the season for soup, for sure. Nice and brothy. Yeah, I was responsible, and I went shopping at the grocery store yesterday. No big deal. You're gonna pass out candy? So this is the first time you're here for Halloween? Yeah, hopefully you get trick-or-treaters. Oh, and then when it's dark out, you're going to a party? That sounds so fun. Yeah, I was hopeful that we would get trick-or-treaters here because I know that there are a lot of kids in this complex, but last year we didn't have a single person come by and grab candy, so I don't really think that they trick-or-treat in this complex. I've noticed that in apartments. People don't really trick-or-treat in apartments. Like, I don't think I've ever lived in an apartment where we actually had trick-or-treaters. You don't have costumes, but you're still gonna have fun? Yeah. And you never know. Maybe you'll come up with something last minute. But you're right. You don't have to have a costume to enjoy the party. Oh, you don't get trick-or-treaters because the houses are so far apart? Yeah. Yeah, driving to the rich neighborhood's always worth it, though. It's where you get the full-size candy bars. Oh, you have 2 schools in the village, so you get loads? That's awesome. I want to live somewhere that has, like, a good trick-or-treat vibe. I miss that. Yeah, buy extra and then they're yours. That's the way to do it. Let no candy go to waste. Although last year we did get the like the variety pack or whatever that had like the gummy bears, and then it had like some chocolate candies and stuff in there. And it was like weird because the gummy bears tasted like kind of like the chocolate a little bit, and I was like, ooh, I don't want to get this again. Because obviously we had to eat it all because we got no trick-or-treaters. We have a huge district, so the rich neighborhood gets loads. Yeah. I mean, good. Make them pull their weight, right? Let's see here. Okay, gotta bring in a new piece for this. Everything in this order now exists in the system for the store to sell. Good job, Tabby. Welcome back from Adele, everyone. You gotta put the stuff away where there's no room. Yeah, I feel that. I used to have a job like that. It was always turned into a game of Tetris, trying to make everything work. Oh, you may actually finish before the end of stream. Hell yeah. You got this. Dishes are done. Good job. Let me get you marked off. Now you gotta get back on track with that cardigan. Almost done? Hell yeah. Trying to remember your current ongoing projects: beanie, sleeves, top, bat, and now scarf. That's not so bad. You finished the base single crochet square, so now you're cross-stitching the pattern on? That's awesome. Yeah, I really need to, like, wrangle my whips again. Get back into them, get some of them finished up. It's definitely time to make the hot dog sweater be finished. You've noticed a couple things in the first 30 slides? What kind of things? Yeah, let's keep it light, but for sure. See here. We're getting so close to the farmhouse too. I think we might hit that one next week. Lots of targeting Muslims. Yeah, I think a lot of times when you start looking into these various harmful practices around the globe, you'll see a lot of similarities between them, a lot of the same motivations and aggressors. Lots of US involvement where you wouldn't necessarily expect it to be. Yeah, helping you understand current conflicts in the Middle East. Or, maybe more appropriately, Western Asia, I suppose. There's a lot of common threads across these many disparate conflicts, for sure. I wish that we had done more to understand what was happening with the conflict in like Iraq and Iran when I was in school, because that was like the big thing that was happening when I was younger, was like Desert Storm and all that. And I always felt so sort of like cheated by not having more of an education in what was happening with that. Yeah, controlling self-expression is a big part of authoritarianism for sure. I think that the way people dress is like a really immediately obvious one, but there are lots of other ways that pops up too, as in, you know, gender and sexuality. These little plots of farmland and this big open space are so funny to me. Because it's like... it just like, this big yellow square so does not represent at all what the farm looks like when you start a new game. Like with all of the debris all over the place. But like these little tiny plots almost feel like a nod to how crowded the farm is when you first start. Just having them be like clustered over here by the farmhouse. Even though you don't get all of the like mess represented on the big map, it still feels like a nod to it, because like why wouldn't the entire area be processed into farmland? It's because it's a mess. I'm really excited to start a new save though. Like y'all are gonna have to help me keep up with it. And maybe I'll even reach perfection for once in my life. That would be cool. Half your teachers have just said you're gonna watch Michael Jackson's Thriller in class tomorrow. Everyone phoning it in for Halloween. Yeah, I feel like if the teacher's putting on the TV, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want. Unless it's like an educational program or something. But when they start busting out the Bill Nye, it's like, no, this is... You gotta let me do whatever I want. A spreadsheet that you found to help keep track of what? Oh, for the playthrough? Things in Stardew? Sure, I think I probably have one, but yeah, you can definitely share it with me. I'm trying to decide like how aggressive I want to be. Perfect, yeah, DM is perfect. I'm trying to decide how aggressive I want to be about like completing the community center, because I usually just go ahead and tackle that first thing and try to get through that as fast as possible. But I don't know, I'm like trying to decide what I want my focus to be for this farm, and like how I want to spend my time, I guess. I really want to clear the farmland, I feel like, as one of like the first things I do, because I feel like I never end up making an actually pretty farm. So I really want to like clear space so I can make it look nice this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You downloaded a cheats mod and froze time on your first day just to clear the farm? Real question is, who is the spouse going to be? I have thoughts about how I want to approach that. I do respect it though. I respect cheat users. It's not like it matters. Like, play how you want to play. Hi Crojo, welcome in. How are you doing today? Like, I thought it was only 2 cheats. It's actually 3 cheats that I don't play without. So, I'm not doing a lot of cheats. It's just those 3, unless we decide, you know, at some point in the run that we want to add things in. But I play with NPC map locations, so I can find people easier, because I hate having to look it up on the wiki. And my thing too is that a lot of the time it's like, if I'm going to like cheat anyway by using the wiki, I might as well just have like a mod in the game. So I have the NPC map locations one, and then I have the NPC, I think it's called NPC gift taste helper. So it just puts what they like and what they love and everything, like, with their portrait. And then the third one that I use is skip fishing minigame, because I hate that thing. I hate the fishing minigame. I really hate the sound that it makes, and there's no way to change that, so I just don't do it. Just for the first day you're cheating? I mean, it's your game. Do whatever you want. Like, I was doing a group farm at one point, and we were like, so we're all gonna download this cheat where you just, like, auto-beat Journey of the Prairie King, right? Or, no, it was, it let you do multiplayer Journey of the Prairie King, that's what it was, because we were like, it'll be easier to beat this way. We still never ended up doing it, but we were willing. Yeah, great choices. Yeah, I should honestly get Look Up Anything. That's one I hear about all the time. But, back to the question of who am I marrying? Would I have Stardew kids, name them both after you? That's going to be another question, is will I have kids? I've never actually had kids in the game before. Because I don't really care about them. But, I don't know. Some of that stuff I'm going to leave up to a vote. Like, I want to do what I did last time I played through, where I'm not allowed to romance anyone until I have maxed out friendship with everyone. Because I think that well, see, I've never gotten perfection before. I've never even gotten all the way through year 2, so... But good to know that I'll have to do that this time, if I'm gonna get perfection. But... I feel like I get more out of the game if I'm not just grinding to get my spouse. So, we'll do that this time, and then we'll kind of see, like, who we're vibing with the most, and I may let y'all vote on spouse. We'll see. I have some thoughts about who I might want to marry. Like, obviously, I want to marry Sebastian. I always marry Sebastian. And then I love getting Krobus as well. But I have some other options that I'd be willing to do as well. Like, I've married Elliot before. I've done, like, the majority of Harvey's romance stuff before. I feel like it'd be fun to marry Marnie. I would like to see more of, like, her story. Because I think that the 8 heart event that you get for her is really cute, so... sorry, Maru, thank you. Wrong M person. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat and marry Marnie. Lewis doesn't deserve her. No, for real. Like... Treat that woman the way that she deserves to be treated, please. Yeah, like, honestly, I don't understand why they think anybody would care. Like, what's the situation here why this needs to be a secret, huh? It's not like you're a monk or something where you have to, like, be celibate and you can't get married. Like, what's the big deal? It just makes you look like a skis ball. Yeah, are you a priest or something? No. Does he even go into the church or whatever it is? I don't know, I never go in there. Yeah, he don't even care about that. Jody, Kent, Evelyn, and George. Yeah, that makes sense. Yoba, yeah. You know, it's like, what would Yoba care about? What's Yoba's deal? I kind of am a little bit sad that we don't get more information about, like, who Yoba is and, like, what the lore is with that. Like, I think having a whole made-up religion system in your world... Date Yoba mod? Oh my god. Like, fantasy religion is really interesting to me, for sure. As something that I do not engage with at all and aggressively avoid in real life. That makes me think of, like, what's that other game that came out that's like, it's like similar vibe, but it's more of like a... The art's very different though, and there's a dragon statue, and you can romance the dragon statue. Kind of like that. Mythology with no negativity, absolutely. Yeah, like, I think having religion in a fictional setting is very interesting. Like, Greek mythology was my jam growing up. I was very into Greek mythology growing up. Because it's just, like, interesting stories. Yeah, I made myself a promise a while back that I was not going to step foot in a church again. Unless it was like a, you know, a tour of like a historic building in like the, Sistine Chapel or something. Like, I was going there for aesthetic reasons for a tour, not like for a church service. Yeah. I think that it's, like, I don't think that there's any reason that anybody should, like, not be able to understand that aversion. Like, religious trauma is simply too common to not get where people are coming from with that. You know, like, if you have a great relationship with that whole situation, that's great. I'm really happy for you. I don't, and I don't want to have anything to do with it. That's all. Yeah, and it's not a justification. Absolutely. You're on your final round of the cardigan border? That's so exciting. Are you going to be able to wear it today? Obviously, you got to block it if you want to. You don't have to, actually. But, yeah, you're going to be able to wear it today? That's so exciting. Sometimes it makes more of a difference than others. Like, if you're using acrylic yarn, then, like, whatever. Don't even worry about it. Karen, big cake? Yeah, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Honestly, the most it's going to do is, like, fluff it up a little bit. Oh, boysenberry sounds cute. Random cream acrylic yarn you found in your stash. Oh, that's cute. So it's like boysenberry and cream. There you are, Mumbo. I mean, hey, it really works for our purposes. That's really pretty. Okay, I can see why you picked the cream. Yeah, it goes with the swirly vibe. Yeah, nice neutral color to tie it all together, absolutely. I can pull it up on screen again, Zephyr. There you go. If you didn't see it before, it's in the top right-hand corner. Yeah, definitely post pics when you're done. Uh-oh. Not the yarn chicken. crazy how much the forest is starting to break up here. Getting random patches of this lighter green coming through already. We're getting so close to being in the rolling fields up there. Other things, though, that I am going to be letting y'all vote on for the Stardew playthrough. Farm type. I know I want to start us out with a vote for farm type, so y'all be thinking about what kind of farm you want to see me play on. There are so many cool options, and I've only done a handful of them, so... What would I do if you voted Monster Farm? I'd play on the Monster Farm. Hi Yuki-Law, welcome in. How are you doing today? At least with the Monster Farm, if you pass out, you're already at your house. Oh, that's okay. I mean, if you're referring to last week, stream didn't even happen, because I had multiple days where I had shit going on, so I couldn't be here. So you may not have even missed anything. Yeah, you didn't even miss it. Yeah, I forget. I think Thursday I just needed to sleep. Because things were so busy with the pattern release that like I completely borked my sleep, and I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna sleep actually if I stream. So I ended up sleeping instead, and then Friday I was like, okay, let's get back into it. And then it turned out the maintenance guy needed to come in the middle of when I was supposed to be streaming to try and fix our washing machine again. It seems to be fixed now, at least for the moment, so that's good. But I do believe I ended up being asleep for when he was here, but I do believe he was here for quite a while, so probably for the best that I did that. So just did not end up being a good week for me to be streaming, I guess. have, yeah, good thing I slept. Yeah, for sure. Rest is very important. And I'm, you know, I cannot be doing, like, 24 hours awake anymore. That's, my body cannot handle that at this point in my life, so I said, you know what, let's not even go there. But this week we will have 3 streams, so kind of makes up for it. This week and, you know, going forward for the immediate future, as far as we know. Yeah, we're gonna be starting a Stardew Valley playthrough on Sunday. New pet snake? That's so exciting. What kind of snake? Love Stardew Valley. Really? That's crazy, imagining that anybody in here would be a fan of Stardew Valley. Kenyan Sand Boa Paradox Snowmorph. That is a lot of words to describe a snake. If you want a picture, want to link a picture, I would love to see. I can give you permission. If you let me know when you're ready. No pressure, you don't have to, but I don't think that I've ever seen a snake that fits that description. Yeah, let me know when you're about to, and then I'll give you permission. The way the trees are breaking up over here in this little section is so weird and random. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you permission and then you just post the link in the chat. So, 1 second. Oh, like a picture that's not like just on the internet already? Yeah, that's a good way to do it too. Well, if you post it on Discord, I can just grab it from the Discord to make things easier. However you want to do it. Is this a screenshot of the one you'll hopefully get? Hell yeah. Okay, I'll pull it up in a second. I love snakes. I think they're so cool. I've always wanted a little corn snake. Yeah, I never got past year 2 of Stardew. Do I know about the Iridium statue? Maybe? Okay, you posted it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I do or not. Oh my goodness! Oh, it's just a little baby! Oh, that's so precious. How big did those get? And how big is it now? Because it looks like teeny weeny. I love it when they just look like worms. Possibly 23 inches when fully grown. So just shy of 2 feet. Yeah, that's pretty small for a snake. For a boa, I guess, specifically. That's cute. That seems like a good size for a pet. The females get close to 3 feet. Wow, that's a big difference. But he's just a little guy. Hope he's still up for sale next week. Yeah, fingers crossed for you. I think that was record time today. My goodness. Yeah, less than 3 hours even. Definitely gotten used to it. Yeah, not long at all. That's much closer to how I normally work, for sure. Yeah, I'm thinking long term, because I could do another row, but I feel like 5 hours is kind of long. Which is minimum what we would be at if I did another row, probably. So I'm thinking for the future, on days when we finish up kind of quick like this, then I'll probably just go into the Stardew Valley save. I would do it today, but I feel like I kind of promised that that was going to start on Sunday, so it should probably start on Sunday. I'm giving you an early bedtime. Yeah, this is all for Zephyr, actually. We'll at least do cleanup and everything together. KB Fibers, welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? How was your stream? Thank you for the shout out. My name is Jack. I'm a fiber artist specializing in crochet, and today I have been crocheting the Stardew Valley world map. I just finished up a row, so we're gonna do some cleanup here, and I will show y'all how it's looking as well. Get all my tangles out here. You got the contents of 4 boxes put away. Hell yeah, Tabby. I think I already checked you off, but... all those tails. It's not as bad as it looks. I'm not weaving anything in. Yeah, so I keep everything separated out into sections, and then just when I'm done with a section, and I go through and comb through with my fingers, get all the tangles out, and then clip it to the bottom so that it doesn't make a mess while I'm working. So you can see these really long pieces are the ones that I'm actually working with. This is all cut ends. But yeah, it's pretty dramatic looking back here. This is the forbidden spaghetti. Give it a little stretch, and then we'll take a look at the front side. You're finishing up a knit mermaid tail, like a full-size wearable one? That's so cool. Two-thirds of the way done is pretty good, Tabby. Okay, so here's what we've got. It's gonna be a Christmas gift. That's an awesome Christmas gift. They better be so excited to have that. This piece is 400 stitches across. It is currently, I just finished row, let's see here. That would be, I can do this. I think row 138 out of 244. So over halfway, making good progress. Just saving my place there. And Joja Mart is finished now. Put the last little bit of roof on there. You can see the farm is coming along. We're emerging from the forest up here. We're going to be getting into some rolling hills soon that I think are going to make this even speedier to get through. Yeah, I can't wait to see it finished for sure. Math's brain not engaged. I'm like, what do you mean I have to do basic addition and subtraction? This has to be in a museum someday. My house museum. Very excited to have this on my wall. So I'm just going to get through some cleanup really quick, because it's definitely easier on me to do this now after stream. Otherwise, I just will leave it for tomorrow. Oh, Saki, you're always welcome to lurk. Absolutely. No pressure to be in here chatting. So you can see how I do my storage system here. Definitely helps keep things organized. Yes, the best kind of museum for sure. My house museum. These are coin collection sleeves, and I think that they are superior for holding bobbins over the ones that are actually made for bobbins, because I've gotten those before and my bobbins would all just fall out of them, so these are super handy. Kind of a shorter stream today, but on Sunday we are going to be starting a brand new Stardew Valley playthrough. So on days that I finish up kind of early, like today, I'll be able to jump over there and play some gaming. So that'll be fun. So if you would like to see a more zoomed out view of the map as well, you can find all of my socials here. I do weekly updates on my progress on the map, so that's been going all the way back from the little teaser I posted when I first started. So that's been cool to track progressively for sure. And this is my hook that looks so beautiful. It's starting to collect all of this yucky cotton fuzz from the map, mostly the green, which I think is really funny. But yeah, over time that's gonna get really curvy looking. I had to wrap it to save my hand, so I know y'all just got here. But hopefully y'all don't mind joining us as we raid out to someone else, as I am wrapping things up here. Does anybody have a goal that they have finished that they would like to get checked off before we run? How'd everybody do? Yeah, my hook is in costume as a silkworm. Exactly. You got your cardigan finished up? Excellent, Mambo. Let's get you checked off. I'll get myself checked off as well. Great job. That's so cool that you got that finished up. Oh, and I do have somebody that we can raid in on. Have a great evening, Yuki. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, we can go check out what LON is doing. They are a French streamer, so I don't know how much of this we're going to be able to understand, but they have rated before, so it'll be cool to go see what they're... Actually, hang on. I feel really bad, but I think that they're crocheting, or not crocheting, I might get interrupted by an ad break here, sorry y'all. I think they might be doing the Harry Potter crest, and I don't want to do that. I might see what somebody else is up to, but... Yeah, have a great night, Collie. It was great to see you. And hopefully you'll be back again tomorrow. Morticia Adams. I kind of want to see what's going on with that. Let's go check out somebody new. You're sort of practice speaking French. Yeah, I'd be lost, but they seem like they at least speak some English if they're coming in here. So we'll go check out this new person, see how that does. They are marked as mature content, just to be aware. Of course, the ad break is starting now. But, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great night. Don't forget your evil raid.